I became a viral meme, and it ruined my life. It was Tuesday around 8 a.m., and I was late for work like always. I'd had too much whiskey the night before, slept maybe 4 hours, and I still had half a hangover, fighting with my morning coffee. Same platform, same train. 34th Street, Herald Square. Packed. Everyone pretending not to hate each other. There was this kid screaming, not crying. Full-on banshee screaming. I was wedged between a wall and some guy's gym bag, and this kid was in my ear like he was auditioning for a horror movie. His mom was doing that useless thing where you just keep saying shh, like repetition is magic. I didn't say anything. I didn't look at anyone. I just rolled my eyes. Like, really hard. Dramatic, obvious, exaggerated. Yeah, I'll own that. It was a moment. I didn't know someone had their phone out. I didn't know they were filming. By the time I got to the office, midtown finance job, open floor plan, everyone pretending they like spreadsheets, I already had 3 texts, all from people I hadn't talked to in months. One just said, "Bro, you're famous?" Another sent a link. I clicked it. It was me, on TikTok, standing in the train, looking like I'd rather die than hear that kid scream one more time. The caption said, "When your soul leaves your body mid-commute." It had 100,000 views. By lunch, it hit 1 million. People were stitching it, remixing it, making jokes about Subway Dad energy and when Monday hits on a Tuesday. I was in memes. My face was in GIFs. Some guy used a still of me for a shirt. I saw my own face on a coffee mug. No credit, no context. Just my expression. My face at a punchline. And it didn't stop. Not the next day, not the next week. By the end of the week, I couldn't open Instagram without seeing myself. People I hadn't spoken to since college were tagging me. "Look who made it. This you?" I had cousins I didn't even know I had asking for shoutouts like I was some kind of celebrity. I wasn't. I was a punchline. A walking, breathing joke. The memes got worse. Someone deep faked me into scenes from The Office. One account photoshopped me holding a crying baby with the caption, "Single dads be like." I didn't even have kids. Another one made a fake Tinder profile using my face, wrote, "Likes long commutes and judging you silently." That one got reposted on Twitter with 1 million likes. I wasn't even on Tinder. At work, the HR meeting wasn't friendly the second time. They said the attention I was getting didn't align with the professional values of the company. I asked them what exactly I'd done. They said, "It's not about what you did. It's about what people are doing with it." I signed a non-disparagement agreement and walked out with 2 weeks severance and a pathetic cardboard box of my desk junk. That's when it got bad. Without the job, I had too much time to read the comments. "This guy has murder in his eyes. He's why I'm scared to ride the subway. Looks like he beats his wife." Funny how fast people will build a story around your face. A lot of them acted like I should be honored, like going viral was some kind of blessing. "You should be grateful," someone wrote under a video where a street performer edited me into his dance routine. "He's giving you exposure." Exposure to what? Strangers filming me in Starbucks? Kids yelling "Subway guy" when I walk by? A woman asked to take a selfie with me at Whole Foods, and when I said no, she got pissed. Like I owed her something. Like being a meme meant I didn't get to say no anymore. I tried to make the most of it. Made a TikTok account. Posted a video. Said something like, "Hey, yeah, that's me." The meme. Thanks, I guess. It bombed. 10,000 views. No traction. Comments just said mid or not funny when he talks. They didn't want me. They wanted the version of me they could point at and laugh. I wasn't a person to them. I was a brand they didn't want to hear from. A template for their jokes. An expression they could slap on anything they hated about adulthood. I stopped going out. Wore hats, sunglasses, even tried a mask, but that just made me look sketchy. It didn't matter, they still recognized me. I tried deleting everything. TikTok, Instagram, LinkedIn, even Venmo. But people still found me. Someone dug up my high school yearbook photo and posted it next to the meme. He's had that face since 2009. Reddit had threads analyzing my posture, my shoes, the wrinkle on my forehead like it was some kind of secret code. One guy wrote a 3-paragraph theory that I was a failed actor trying to go viral on purpose. Like I staged my own breakdown. Even when I wasn't online, I couldn't escape it. I walked into a bar one night, just wanted a beer in silence. And they had me on TV. Local news segment. "Subway guy meme hits 50 million views." The bartender smiled like I should be proud. He comped my drink. I left before I finished it. My sister called and told me our mom had seen the meme on Facebook. She thought it was hilarious. Asked if I was finally getting some use out of that grumpy face. I hung up mid-sentence. It wasn't worth explaining. No one wanted to understand. They just wanted their laugh and their little slice of my humiliation. I tried getting a lawyer. Told him I wanted to sue for defamation, invasion of privacy, anything. He asked me if I'd ever signed a model release. I hadn't. Didn't matter. It was filmed in public. "You don't own your face," he said. Not in a legal sense, not in a viral moment. For a week I thought about shaving my head, just to see if it would stop. I stood in the bathroom staring at the clipper guard and imagined What it'd be like to walk outside and not have people double take. But even bald, I'd still be him. They'd say I fell off or couldn't handle the fame. Fame. What a joke. My bank account was bleeding. Rent in Queens wasn't getting cheaper. Interviews went nowhere. I'd show up and recognize the look and the subtle head tilt, the flicker of recognition, and then I'd never hear back. One guy actually said it. "You're that guy from TikTok, right?" I asked if that was a problem. He smiled and said, "We just want low-profile people in this role." I stopped answering emails. I stopped answering my door. Groceries got delivered. Curtains stayed closed. I unhooked the buzzer. My phone stayed on Do Not Disturb, and I told myself I liked the quiet. But the thing about being a meme, you're everywhere, even when you're trying to disappear. I wasn't just a guy anymore. I was a file, a clip, a loop, and people could play me anytime they wanted. But I was the one who couldn't shut it off. The meme started fading a few months in. Not because people got tired of it, they just moved on. There was always something new. Some guy fell down a subway escalator. A woman screamed at a pigeon. A kid did backflips in front of a cop. I watched the algorithm eat them one by one. I thought I'd feel relief. I didn't. When I stopped being the guy, I didn't get my life back. I just lost whatever weird version of it I still had. People didn't point at me anymore, but they still knew. I'd see it in their faces, the way they'd squint like they were trying to place me. Some still laughed. Some still whispered. But no one filmed. That was the only win. I tried moving on. Got a remote gig writing copy for some startup that sold flavored electrolyte powder. Boss was 24, lived in Miami, never turned his camera on. I liked that. Paid okay, not great, but it kept me indoors, kept me invisible. I moved out of Queens, found a cheaper place in Yonkers. No roommates, no subway, just a grocery store I could walk to and a mailbox that didn't have my name on it. I didn't tell anyone I moved, no forwarding address. I didn't even pack half my stuff. Left it behind like a skin I didn't want to wear anymore. Sometimes I'd check the old video. It was still up, still getting comments. Slower now, but steady. People writing stuff like classic and this aged well. I didn't know what that meant. How does a man's worst day age well? One night I searched for myself. Just my name. I found a podcast episode titled, "Where is the Subway Guy Now?" A bunch of influencers talking about me like I was dead. One of them joked that I probably moved to the woods and changed my name. I laughed. Not because it was funny, because it was close. I tried dating again. Made a profile. No photo, just a bio. Got 0 matches. Tried again with a real photo. Within a day, someone messaged, "OMG, is this real? You're the meme guy." I deleted the app. The thing they don't tell you about going viral is that it doesn't end. It just goes quiet. You don't get a clean break. You don't get closure. Your face floats around the internet like trash in the wind. One click and you're back in someone's feed. They'll laugh again. They'll share again. You'll never know when. And if you think time heals, it doesn't. It just makes you better at hiding. There was a point where I stopped counting the days. Not because it got easier, just because it didn't matter. My life split into 2 parts, before the video and everything after. I didn't go back to New York. No reason to. Nothing there for me. I didn't talk to friends, not even the ones who said they always had my back. That wasn't true. They liked me more when I was a joke. One of them, Derek, tried to reach out. Said he missed hanging out, that I was letting this thing define me. I ignored the message. This thing didn't define me. It devoured me. He got married last year. I saw the photos online. I wasn't invited. That was fine. I got into the habit of walking late at night. No people, no cameras, just empty streets, parked cars, windows full of other lives. I'd walk for hours, not thinking about anything, just moving. I didn't wear headphones. I liked hearing footsteps. Mine, not theirs. Eventually, I shaved the beard, cut my hair short, bought some new clothes. No more button-ups or khakis. Just black hoodies and jeans. Generic. Forgettable. The goal wasn't to be someone else. The goal was to be no one. I took a freelance gig editing YouTube captions. Mindless work, faceless clients, no meetings, no names. Just a PayPal deposit every Friday and silence in between. It was perfect. No questions. No feedback. No one cared what I looked like. I like that. A few weeks ago, someone sent me a screenshot. A new meme. Different guy. Same look on his face. Tired, fed up, trapped on a train. The caption was almost identical to mine. People in the comments said, "We've seen this before." One wrote, "Bring back the original Subway guy." That's when I knew I was part of a cycle now, a template. I wasn't special, just early. And maybe that was the most honest part. I wasn't famous. I wasn't a victim. I wasn't even relevant anymore. I was a file, a reaction, an emotion people needed to express but didn't want to feel themselves. I was convenience. I was nothing. And I chose it. Every damn day.